What's going on, everybody? This your boy Isaiah, coming to you again from Buckles Locker. Subscribe, like, comment, share all my videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you all new videos that's posted on this channel. Follow the Buckles Locker Facebook page. If you want to donate to the channel, feel free to donate. All donations are welcome, big or small. Good afternoon, everybody. It's lunchtime. Decided to take a break and give my take on this transaction by the Tampa Bay Bucks. The man goes by the name of Gerald McCoy. You might be familiar with him. 9 years with the Bucks, basically, or 8.5 almost, you know. He's been cut. Out of here. The Bucks said, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm tired of it. Jason Light gave his sorrow speech. I would like to thank Gerald McCoy and all his contributions that he did for the Tampa Bay Bucks and the community and da-da-da-da. You know what BA said? BA kept it real. BA said, look, it was a move that needed to be made. I'm paraphrasing. BA said it was a move that needed to be made. And I know everybody been waiting on my reaction. I was going to do a reaction yesterday when it happened, but I was like, nah, let me let everybody marinate on it. Let me let everybody put their videos out. See, not everybody got their videos out. Now let me put mine out on my take, the real take of this whole Gerald McCoy situation. But let's be honest, folks. This is NFL stands for not for long. It's a business move. It was a business move. You know, I don't hate Gerald McCoy. Let me make that clear before I go on and be objective about the situation. You know, devil's advocate, right? You know, let's play devil's advocate. Let's be objective, right? I'm not a Gerald McCoy hater at all. That's a disclosure. Let me make that clear. It just from an organization standpoint, a 31-year-old defensive tackle, $13 million a year, it did not make economical sense to keep him on board in a 3-4 hybrid defense. Now, they could have used him. So obviously, there might be a situation with this JPP that they think that he's going to come back with a combination of him being too expensive. I'm very surprised. I will say this. I'm very surprised that Gerald McCoy didn't take a pay cut. If you wanted to retire as a Buccaneer, you know, all the blood, sweat, and tears, put in the organization, why not take a pay cut? Why not take a pay cut and take about 10 million, 9 million, 8 million? So that should let you know from a Gerald McCoy standpoint, he was about his business. He wanted his money. He felt like he's a $13 million man. Gerald, wake up, man. You're not $13 million defensive tackle no more, man. Now, I'll get into the aftermath of the Gerald McCoy situation. But let's go down memory lane with Gerald McCoy, right? I ain't going like a detailed description of his contributions to the Tampa Bay Bucks, but just an overlay of Gerald McCoy's experience as a Buccaneer. Number 93, Gerald McCoy. Here we go. Drafted in 2010. Played at Oklahoma. A couple years there. He from Oklahoma. Drafted with the 3rd pick of the 2010 NFL draft. Ndamukong Suh was in that same draft. And a lot of people say Ndamukong Suh was better than Gerald McCoy. Came into the league with high expectations. Was the expectations ever met in Tampa? Was he ever embraced by the Tampa Bay community, by the organization? Was he ever respected? Was he ever accepted like Derek Brooks, Hardy Nickerson, Mike Allstott, Warwick Dunn, You know, was he ever accepted? Tony Dungy, Rondé Barber, you know, was he ever accepted? John Lynch. Can you put Gerald McCoy in that same breath? Warren Sapp, you know, can you put him in that same category with those greats? James Wilder. When I mention Gerald McCoy and I mention those guys, there's a little difference there. You know, it's kind of hard for me to put Gerald McCoy in the same sentence with those guys. But enough of that. I'm not gonna bash Gerald McCoy. But he was drafted in the 2010 draft under the Raheem Morris regime. Raheem Morris got to the team in 2010. Raheem Morris drafted him. I mean, 2009. Raheem Morris drafted him in 2010 with the third pick. Gerald McCoy has experienced 2 winning seasons with the Tampa Bay Bucks. His first year in Tampa, they went 10-6 with Raheem Morris. And in 2016, they went 9-7 with Dirk Cutter. 8 years on the team, 2 winning seasons. Let that sink in, folks. To me, he didn't change the culture. You get where I'm going with that? Gerald McCoy did not change the culture of the Bucks when he got here. He kind of was just a guy. He was just a guy that was pretty good. He wasn't the guy. He wasn't the man like Ndamukong Suh or Aaron Donald or Geno Atkins. You know, he wasn't that dude like that. You know what I'm saying? Or Fletcher Cox, Cam Jordan. He wasn't that, like, that's the dude. He never got 10 sacks in a season. His first 3 years in the NFL was trash. He was hurt all the time, bicep injuries, pecs injuries. He always had something going on. Now, I will credit Gerald McCoy this. He did play through a lot of injuries. Injuries has derailed his career. Because if he would have never got hurt his first couple years, I think he would have been, you know, he already great. I mean, if you look at it from a Bucks organization standpoint, yes, he's a great, right? You know, like just from a number standpoint. But from an overall standpoint, I don't put him up there with the Bucks greats because he didn't produce enough. Gerald McCoy's first 3 seasons was a wash. I took some notes. His first 3 seasons, he didn't do anything. 9 sacks. That's from 2010 to 2012. 9 sacks in 3 years. 2010, 2011, 2012. 9 sacks. Didn't do anything. So that's 3 years pretty much washed. He didn't come in and wreck shop because he was hurt all the time. Stayed hurt. His best seasons was 2013, 14, and 15. That was when he was at his prime, his peak. 2013, 14, 15 was his best 3 years with the Bucks. 9.5 sacks, 8.5, 9, in that little 3-year run when the Bucks were not good, he produced for 3 good years in his middle 20s, basically. Mid-20s. He produced like 27 sacks in 3 years, averaging 9 sacks a year. He was all-pro, first team all-pro, second team all-pro. He's made multiple Pro Bowls. He made Pro Bowl all 3 of those years and all-pro all 3 of those years. His biggest tackle season, like tackles, that's assists and solo tackles, was 50 tackles in 2013. 50 tackles was his biggest year. That was 50 tackles, 9.5 sacks. In a 4-3 defense. He's played 4-3 his whole entire career. Just last year, he started playing a little 3-down lineman, like, he just last year. Because of Mike Smith and his scheme was a little funny, but whatever. I don't want to talk about Mike Smith. That old bird. Anyway, brings back bad memories. But Gerald McCoy had 3 good years with the Bucs. 2 winning seasons. Did he live up to expectations, though? His expectations was to change the culture. He's been part of a losing culture this whole entire time. Yep. Sad to say it, but it's true. Sometimes you got to weed out the losing culture people, like the people that just not used to winning. They don't know what it means to win. And Gerald McCoy has never experienced that with the Bucs. And one of the issues I had with Gerald McCoy, is every time we needed a sack or there was a big moment in the game, Gerald McCoy didn't show up. For some strange reason, he'll end up with a sack and a half or a sack. Make you wonder, where was he at the whole game? There was games that Gerald McCoy's number would not get called unless it's an offside. Encroachment. He's known for that. That's one thing I remember about Gerald McCoy. Encroachment. Number 93. Offsides. Number 93. Trying to time the snap count. I think he's one of the top guys when it comes to those type of penalties. Offsides and encroachment. Like, he was one of the top guys with that. Got a quick first step, but he could not quite time it like Aaron Donald or Geno Atkins. I don't mention Gerald McCoy with those guys. I think Ndamukong Suh had a better career numbers-wise, like impact-wise, impactful. Like, when I think of impactful D tackles, Fletcher Cox, you know what I'm saying? But Gerald McCoy did not show up when the moments were called for. 3rd and 14. Such and such quarterback drops back pass, no pressure. Now, like, what? Then you see Gerald McCoy on the ground. One-on-one, he had a lot of one-on-ones. Go back and watch the film. Now, he got double teamed sometimes. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Anybody that's really good is going to get double teamed. But what separates you from being good or really good to being elite, all-pro, all-time great is you can beat double teams. Gerald McCoy lacked the explosion of an Aaron Donald, a Geno Atkins, a Fletcher Cox, or a prime Muhammad Wilkerson. He lacked that extra gear, you know what I'm saying, to get to the next, that Ndamukong Suh gear. He lacked that. He was right there with those guys, like right below him. Like right below them. He just couldn't get the extra gear. And Gerald McCoy tried. Don't get me wrong. He fought through a lot of injuries. But for some strange reason, it was always his biceps and pecs. Biceps and pecs injuries. He always had an injury with his biceps and pecs. Pectoral muscle. Like, what's going on with your chest, man? And your arms? He had a big trunk, big legs, but his upper body was small, man. He didn't work a lot of he didn't bench a lot in the combine either. At 225, 6'4", 300 pounds. I forgot how many reps he did at the combine at 225. I think it was like 20 something, like 20. Was it under 25? How many reps did he do in the NFL combine? Can anybody get the information for me real quick? Because I'm not from the turn around and do it. But can anybody get me the reps that Gerald McCoy did at the combine at 225 in 2010? I think it was like 23, 25. How many reps did he do? How many reps did Gerald McCoy do at the combine at 225? Can you get that for me and get that to me real quick for me? I appreciate it. But yeah, he just went missing. Ghost. Nowhere to be found, man. Like, I wish it would have turned out better for Gerald McCoy. He could have retired as a Buck. He's going to retire. They're going to retire him because they're going to probably more likely put him in the Ring of Honor and retire his number. Even though when I mentioned the Bucks greats, I just like Simeon Rice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see Gerald McCoy at that level, but they'll give him a Ring of Honor. Sad ending, man. You know, NFL is a beast, man. Like, this is what happens to a player that's pretty good. 23 reps. Appreciate it, T. Bray. 23 reps of 225 as a defensive tackle. Really, Gerald McCoy? 6'4", 300 pounds. You only did 23 reps of 225. I needed you to be at like 29, 30, 31. And, you know, one thing about Gerald McCoy that a lot of people, the stigmatism they put on Gerald McCoy is he was soft. Because he always hurt. You know, he take plays off. You know, he doesn't give 110%. You know, he's more known to be soft and actually like tough. Even though he played through a lot of injuries, but he's more known to be really soft. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's more known to be soft. So, he's went through 5 coaching changes though. It's kind of crazy when you actually look at Gerald McCoy's career. 5 coaches: Raheem, Shiano, Levy, Dork, now Bruce Arians. And Bruce Arians was like, enough is enough. You got to go. That boy, BA, you know what? One thing I like about BA from the other coaches that we've had in our history, even going back to John Gruden, even going back to Tony Dungy, Ray Perkins, Sam Weiss. BA is the most different coach we've had in the Bucks history. BA do not pull no punches. He's already shown how he get down with the Vernon Hargrave situation. And he putting everybody that was on the team last year and the year before and the year before. He put everybody on notice. Accountability. So when he made that comment about Gerald McCoy getting cut, after Jason Light spoke highly about Gerald McCoy, BA was like, look, it needed to be done. We needed to move on from this. We got stuff to do. We got things to worry about. We got more important things to worry about than worry about cutting Gerald McCoy. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know, I'm a new coach and we cut Gerald McCoy and that was just hurts the team. No, BA was like, nah, it was needed. We needed to move on from this. Didn't I tell y'all in my other video recently that yesterday I told y'all you cannot go into the off season with this nonsense with Gerald McCoy and his wife and all. You cannot do that. That's a distraction because every time you're going to get something from the local media at One Buck Palace, hey, so what's going on with Gerald McCoy's situation? Hey, what's going on with Gerald McCoy's situation? Asking Devin White, asking Bunn, asking Dean, asking Levante, you know, asking Noah Spence and asking Todd Bowles and asking Bruce Arians and asking Jason at these after practice interviews and before practice interviews. You do not need any distractions. This is a pivotal offseason for us. There is a chance that the Bucks can go from bad to really good just because of a coach. So I respect Bruce Arians the utmost. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bruce Arians can go 5-11, 6-10, 7-9. I would not be like, oh, what the heck? Nope. I'm not gonna get mad. You heard it here first. If Bruce Arians produced a 5-11, 6-10, 9-7 season, I'm gonna be like, all right, let's see what he do next year. Now, I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna go into depth, but you get where I'm going with this. It's just a respect factor with BA. I'm not gonna bash him. You know, I'm not gonna Because I was on Dirk hard. I was on Dirk Cutter hard. And Mike Smith hard. I was on them guys hard. Like, really bad. But Bruce Arians, I'm not going to do that with him. I'm going to give him the respect that he's earned. Like, respect is not given, respect is earned. And he's shown a lot of that with this Gerald McCoy situation. Every time they asked him about Gerald McCoy, Bruce Arians was like, we got to look at the tape. He's not producing like he used to. He's 31 years old. He's on the wrong side. He kept it real. He didn't send Gerald McCoy off with roses and bonnets and all that old cake and ice cream. He kept it real. It needed to be done so we can move forward in this organization. I'm paraphrasing. In other words, look, man, yeah, I know he played for the team for 8 years, but he ain't worth no $13 million. That's what basically Bruce Arians was saying. That man ain't worth no damn $13 million. On you go. But 5 coaching changes, man, since 2010. Now, the sad thing about it is this won't be the first time Bruce do this. Oh, I'm glad somebody alluded to that. This is going to happen again probably next year with a couple other guys. JPP, Levante. Folks, this ain't the first time you're going to hear Bruce Arians do this to somebody that's produced for the Bucs. I'm telling you, bro. They got rid of Deshaun Jackson. They let Adam Humphrey walk. They let Quan walk. They're letting guys that has been a part of the losing organization walk or cutting them. I'm telling you, it's going to be some more cuts, man. It's going to be some more cuts. If you think the Gerald McCoy situation, the saga, I'm glad that it's over. You think that's going to be the last of cuts for the Bucs that people that's been on the team, these last 4 or 5 years? Y'all better put them scopes on William Golson, Ryan Smith. They're not going to touch Levante and JPP. Dotson. Who else? There's a couple other guys I was thinking about, but Justin Evans, MJ Stu. I'm telling y'all, Bruce Arians he's gonna weed out the bad people, the people that don't want it. And this was the problem with Gerald McCoy. Gerald McCoy is a really nice guy. Sometimes he's too nice, right? Sue and Gerald McCoy are polar opposites, right? Gerald McCoy is the nice, playful guy. He's like happy, joy, and laughing on the sideline, doing the little first down thing, and on the sideline, giggling and laughing when we was losing, and all that. People took notice of that. People always talked about Gerald McCoy being too playful and not being serious and not committing himself and off season. And he put out a video in the off season this off season talking about don't ever question me. You brought it on yourself, Gerald McCoy. The reason why people are questioning you, we are looking at your play overall. Is your heart in the game? It is what it is, folks. Am I sorry for Gerald McCoy? No. Because I know it's a business. And the NFL is a cold-hearted business. NFL has no emotions. When you got to make a move, you got to make a move. But anyway, there's a lot of questions we can talk about with Gerald McCoy. One of the things I heard Gerald McCoy was there talent ever put around Gerald McCoy? Did Gerald McCoy actually have talent around him for him to succeed? Now, granted, when you're an elite guy, you're supposed to upgrade the talent around you. Your play is supposed to help everybody else play better. Gerald McCoy did not do that for the Bucs. His play only affected him. He didn't uplift and enhance other guys' playmaking abilities. He was disruptive, but he was never making tackles. He was disruptive and making sacks for only three years. 2013, 2014, 2015. Outside of those 3 years, he didn't really do anything. Pay attention, folks. Outside of those 3 years, he didn't do anything. Go back and look at the stats. Go look at his history. 3 good years. 3 really good years. After that, he was average. He was young when he first started in the league. And then his last couple years, he's been average. And we gave him a huge contract. Huge contract. And a lot of people in the league was like, Gerald McCoy got that contract? His contract was what $96 million? Was it 6 years, $96 million? And it was signed in 2000. It was a 14, 15. It was a 6-year, $96 million deal, right? Somebody look that up real quick. It was a 6-year, $96 million. How much was guaranteed? Like 40 something, 50 something million dollars? It was a lot of guaranteed money. He got all that. I knew he wasn't going to see that. I'm telling you, when people sign contracts that big, they don't never see the full contract, the full life of that contract. They never do. It's front loaded with some back end relief. We get a lot of money from cutting Gerald McCoy next year. $13 million go back to the cap next year. Because this year he's a $13 million hit, cash hit and cap hit. So it didn't matter what we did with Gerald McCoy. He was going to get $13 million anyway. You know? But was talent ever put around him for him to succeed? No. I mean, not really. No talent has ever really been around the Bucs besides outside of Levante, Quan. I'm talking about defense. Levante, Quan, Gerald McCoy. People that was drafted by the Bucs. Levante, Quan, Gerald McCoy. Is there any elite players that the Bucs have drafted on a defense? Ever since Gerald McCoy been drafted, has there been any defensive players outside of Quan, Levante, and Gerald that's elite that we've drafted on defense? Since Gerald McCoy's been drafted, who did those coaches draft to make our defense elite? Don't worry, I'll wait. This is the reason why our defense is trash. Kendall Beckwith, not enough tape. He ain't playing football again. But this is the reason why our defense is trash. Because we haven't drafted elite defensive talent. It's facts. I mean, Vita, questions. The jury's still out on him. Vernon Hargraves is in the doghouse right now. Kendall Beckwith, he had flashes, but he's hurt. And he probably won't play football again. Since Gerald McCoy was drafted. And people always wonder, why our defense so trash? Go back and look at from 2010 to 2019. Look at our draft class as far as defense. Gerald McCoy, Levante David has been the only 2 Pro Bowlers, all pros. Do your research, folks. We don't draft well on defense. It don't matter what the coach is, from Raheem to Greg to Lovey to Dirk to Jay now the jury's out on Bruce Arians, but yikes, we don't draft good on defense. Now offensively, we've drafted very well in the last couple years. So Jason Light do get credit on that, but defensively, he missed a lot. I'm still hurt about last year. Derwin James, Mika Fitzpatrick, Dante Jackson, Justin Reed, Jesse Bates. I think we missed out on that draft big time in the secondary. We could have got 2 or 3 good secondary players last year. But anyway. But all in all, man, Gerald McCoy, man, he was never looked at as the actual leader of the team. Like they say he was the leader of the team, but I didn't see it. You ever seen his pregame speeches when the huddle and everybody gets around him and Jameis Winston did a better job than Gerald McCoy. Gerald McCoy was never the rah-rah guy. He was a jokester. He will always be remembered as a jokester who always was hurt and never lived up to expectations. And I'm not bashing Gerald McCoy. Like I said, he made Pro Bowls. He made All Pros. He's probably going to Ring of Honor, the Bucs Hall of Fame, but he was never a leader. And there's a lot of factors that can involve in the Gerald McCoy situation. I can point out a lot of things. Somebody mentioned it earlier. Coaching, defensive scheme, the cover 2, the bend don't break. So a lot of the factors made Gerald McCoy look weak, soft, but his personality was goofy. Gerald McCoy's personality was a goofball. He was a straight up goofball. Which is a good thing to have on the team, but you want that from guys that's playing special teams, second team. You don't want that from your leaders. Goofy, playful, soft, I'm cool. Like, nah, you need your leaders of the team to be like, look, this how it's gonna go. When I used to hear Gerald McCoy in his little pregame speeches, man, I'm like, weak sauce. Weak sauce. And y'all always, I always wondered why Warren Sapp never backed Gerald McCoy. Hey, hold up. Let me stop the video real quick. Who the hell is Travis? What's up, man? I ain't with all that. You can cut that out, fam. Like, Travis, I don't even roll like that. You can't come down on you can't come on my channel with that type of talk, fam. I don't even get down like that. Let me go ahead and set you straight right now with those type of comments. Now I don't roll like that, fam. This ain't the channel. This ain't that channel, fam. I know what y'all see that y'all see it. Y'all see it going through the chat room. Travis, fam, I'm gonna have to get rid of you, fam. I don't even roll like that. No, it ain't about trolling. I just don't play that. I don't even play that game. You can't troll with me. You cannot troll me like that. I don't play that troll at that level. I don't play that trolling. That type of trolling, I don't play that. Now, I don't care about the trolling and joking and all that, but when it comes to that type of trolling, fam, cut that ASAP. So for those of you that's going to come on here and chat and make comments or even troll, keep your trolling to a certain level. But when you go past that, I'm going to check you and I'm going to block you. So let that be known moving forward. This ain't the channel for that type of trolling. I don't mind y'all trolling and talking sugar honey iced tea, I don't care about all that. But when you start trolling like that, you're giving up the wrong aura or you're giving up the wrong chakra. I don't play that. We're all men in here. We are grown men in here. There's some young guys in here, but we're men. Don't come with that. This is not the channel for that. Them other channels can do that. You can do that to them other channels. But this channel, I'm shutting you down. That goes for anybody that come in this chat room with that type of trolling. Now, if you want to talk noise to me, go ahead. I don't mind that. I don't mind you talking noise. But we're not finna take it to that level. But anyway, let me get back to my video. Matter of fact, Travis, see, now you talking crazy now. It's not about hate. It's about you not finna do that on my channel. It ain't got nothing to do with hate. It ain't got nothing to do with hate. You just ain't finna do that on my channel. I don't hate them. I don't bother them. They don't bother me. But you not finna come on my channel talking that crazy noise. Kill that. I'm a grown ASS man. Period. Anyway. Clap. But Gerald McCoy just was too playful, man. You know, weak sauce. Happy go lucky. You know, you want your leaders of your team with some feistiness, some attitude, some grit, some toughness. I mean, if you look at a lot of the leaders on the team, on the defensive teams of the NFL, look at their leaders, man. They're tough. Yes, yeah, you can joke around and laugh a little bit and all that. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? You can do all that. But Gerald McCoy's image is goofball. He's a goofball. And his energy was not needed anymore. We didn't need that type of energy from our leader. Like Levante's quiet, but he's tough. Quan was a rah-rah guy. He was tough. You know, Jameis can get rah-rah-rah. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jameis tough. We've seen Jameis. You know, he's tough. He can be silly, but he's tough, though. He's silly, but he's not goofy. He's silly. He's like a Nimrod, but he's tough. You know what I'm saying? He take hits. You know, he gets bashed around with that weak line we got. But we don't need no weak sauce on our team, man. And I know people gonna say, "Oh, you bashing Gerald McCoy? He's played with y'all for 8 years. He's done a lot of good for y'all." Yeah, he does. He has done a lot of good for the Bucs. But I'm being objective. Remember when Gerald McCoy got mad when Jameis Winston was the leader? When Jameis Winston took over the rah-rah speeches? There was a struggle. Gerald McCoy got in his feelings. He was mad that the franchise quarterback, Jameis Winston, he got mad at that. He got mad. Gerald McCoy got mad at Jameis Winston for taking over the rah-rah speech. Really, Gerald McCoy? Because your pep talk was weak. I'm being real with y'all. I don't hate Gerald McCoy. I'm just being real with y'all. Just look at Gerald McCoy from 2010 up until last year. Weak sauce. What did he change the Bucs? And y'all know, I don't make videos like this. But, because I don't like bashing guys like that. I'll bash coaches, but I don't like to bash my own guys. You know, unless your name is number 23 or Ryan Fitzmagic or Pick Magic or number 23. You know, but you get what I'm saying. I keep it real on my channel. It's nothing personal to Gerald McCoy. Just keeping it real. We needed Gerald McCoy to be like Ndamukong Suh, Aaron Donald, Geno Atkins, Fletcher Cox, Cam Jordan, Melvin Ingram, Luke Kuechly attitude, Thomas Davis attitude. Dre Long, appreciate the super chat. Appreciate the super chat, Dre Long. Grady Jarrett. You know, we needed some attitude on that line. Gerald McCoy was never dirty. Get a little dirt on you, Gerald. But anyway, now my final thoughts on the whole situation with Gerald McCoy. I wish him the best. You know, whatever. No hate. What does this mean for the team moving forward? A relief. A damn relief. Financial wise and culture wise. I'm telling you, that's going to change the culture. Getting rid of a guy like that. That's going to change the culture, folks. I know. People going to say, well, We drafted Vita. That Vita draft pick turned out pretty decent, right? Even though I wasn't a big fan of the Vita pick, but it turned out that it was the pick to make, right? Gerald McCoy gone now. Villa is pretty much can take over the line, right? He's the guy, JPP, Carl Nassib, But Gerald McCoy is a relief for the organization, man. Losing, poor attitude, not participating, not giving 100%. Get rid of it. Out. Bye. There will be more releases to come. Now, is Gerald McCoy a Hall of Famer? Is Gerald McCoy a Hall of Famer? Getting rid of Gerald McCoy. We need some dogs on that defense. Dogs. We need dogs on defense. Guys that's going to hit, tackle, talk some noise. But is Gerald McCoy a Pro Football Hall of Fame defensive tackle? So better yet, how long you think it will take for Gerald McCoy to get in the Hall of Fame? He's not going the first time up. He won't make it the second time. He won't make it the third. What you think about 4 or 5 tries, then he'll get in? If I had Aaron Donald will get in the Hall of Fame right now before Gerald McCoy. And Aaron Donald's younger. Fletcher Cox will get in before Gerald McCoy. Is Gerald McCoy a Hall of Famer? Is he going to go to the Hall of Fame? HOF. Will he get inducted to the HOF, Hall of Fame? It's a 50-50. 50-50. It depends on what you're looking for. Because if I had a vote, I'll be on the fence. I wouldn't put him in the Hall of Fame right away. I'll have to really dissect his career. Because his first 3 years, he didn't do anything. His first 3 years, His middle 3, yep. Last couple years, not quite so good. So we'll see. But anyway, so what's next for the Bucs? Adam Shavers, what's up with the super chat? He says, sugar, honey, iced tea, no. I appreciate it, man. Shavers, man. He says sugar, honey, iced tea. Because I don't cuss on my channel like that. I'm not a big. I don't use a lot of profanity on my channel. Sugar, honey, iced tea, no. That's what one of my subscribers said. Sugar, honey, iced tea, no. Gerald McCoy is not a Hall of Famer. I feel you, man. I'm on the fence with that. So what's next for the Bucs? How are we going to fill his position? What are we going to do? What are we going to do to backfill Gerald McCoy? Are we going to sign some free agents cheaper? Are we going to go cheap? Are we going to still pay somebody over $10 million? Is it the fact that they didn't want to pay Gerald McCoy $10 million? $13 million? Are they going to pay somebody 10, 9, 8 million, 7 million, 6 million? I don't know. What's next? What's next for the Bucs? What should the Bucs do to replace Gerald McCoy? What should the Bucs do to replace Gerald McCoy? There's some options out there. Muhammad Wilkerson. There's a lot of talk about Ndamukong Suh. Did we, somebody just mentioned this too. Did we miss out on getting a draft pick for Gerald McCoy a year or two too late? Because with all this going on with Gerald McCoy, we could have just traded him last year. We wouldn't going to the playoffs. I mean, we was what, 5-7? We was in the hunt still. But we probably missed out on trading him for a draft pick. And probably could have got a second or third rounder. So that's a mistake that Jason Light made. He betted his hand wrong. 1 year too late. That's why the Patriots are always going to be in front of people. They get rid of people 1 year early. 1 year early. The Patriots not stupid. The Bucks, Jason Light should have saw this coming. We could have got a draft pick for Gerald McCoy last year or the year before. A higher draft pick too. But sometimes loyalty can hurt you in the long run. So in this case, by us cutting Gerald McCoy for basically nothing, we lost a average to good player for nothing. Could he have contributed with the Bucks this year? Yes, he could have contributed. We could have gave him a position. You know, Todd Bowles could have gave him a 3 technique. Shit, even the 5 technique. He could have produced. But we basically lost a 5 to 7 sack guy for nothing. See, this is why I don't like Jason Light. Jason Light, man, he just makes poor decisions, man. Every time you peel back layers, like what I'm doing right now, when you peel back layers and layers and layers of decision making, he should have got rid of Gerald McCoy last year or 2 years ago. We basically lost a 5 to 7 sack guy for nothing. That still can produce, but now we got to replace him with somebody. And I've heard people talk about Ndamukong Suh for $10 million. Wait a minute. So we're going to give Ndamukong Suh for $10 million, a 1 year deal. Why not 7? Ndamukong Suh will bring some toughness and some nastiness to the Bucks. Low expectations, you know, low risk, high reward. Muhammad Wilkerson. There's some other guys out there that's still available. We'll see, man. What's next for Gerald McCoy? Where should he sign at? Where does Gerald McCoy go from here? Who should pick up Gerald McCoy? I know the Cleveland Browns have inquired about Gerald McCoy immediately. Was it Odell Beckham? OBJ has told the Cleveland Browns to sign Gerald McCoy. Will Gerald McCoy get signed by a winner? They have some teams out there. They named the Browns is number 1. I think the Lions, the Patriots, the Eagles, the Vikings. There's a few teams out there that can use him. That's why a lot of the teams, Seattle, a lot of the teams sat back and waited for this to happen. The Colts. A lot of the teams did not want to trade for Gerald McCoy because they knew the Bucs was going to release him. They knew it. Those good GMs out there were smart. They was like, why am I going to give up a second or third round pick for Gerald McCoy when y'all going to release him anyway? Gerald McCoy, I'm telling you, he's going to land somewhere good. Let's be honest. He's going to land somewhere good. I will not be shocked. I would not be shocked if it's the Colts, the Patriots, the Eagles, or the Browns. One of those 4 teams going to sign him. Watch. If I was Gerald McCoy, I would not sign with a losing team. I would not sign with a team that doesn't have a chance to go to the playoffs. If I was Gerald McCoy in his situation, I would not sign to a team that is rebuilding or still trying to rebuild or freshly rebuilding, still trying to find themselves. He needs to go to an established team. Go somewhere that you can start, get some playing time, make it a contribution, significant contribution to the team. Don't go somewhere where you're going to be riding the pine looking crazy. Because I'm going to be watching you, Gerald McCoy. I'm going to be watching you like a hawk, like a crow. I'm going to be watching you like a crow looking at a dead rat. A vulture hovering over a carcass of a leopard or a deer. That's all you're going to see. No matter what city you in, I'm going to be flying over your head looking at you. What's Gerald McCoy doing? Like a damn vulture. I'm going to be a vulture on you, Gerald McCoy. I'm going to be watching you. I'm going to be watching you. It's not a game, folks. I'm watching you like a hawk, like a crow. I'm going to keep my eye on you, Gerald McCoy. But anyway, I know I said a lot of crazy stuff on here about Gerald McCoy, but I know what I'm about to say. I know y'all going to be like, wait a minute, he talked all this noise about Gerald McCoy and he said that? I would like to thank Gerald McCoy for your contributions to the Tampa Bay Bucks. Your contributions is welcome. Sucks that you didn't bring us no playoff wins and you didn't get a 10-sack season, but you made some Pro Bowls, some All-Pros, and you made a lot of money. And you made a contribution in the community as well. I appreciate that as well. From a Bucks fan to a former Bucks player, I wish you the best in your future endeavors. Live well, stay healthy. Take care of your family, man. No hard feelings. Just keeping it real on Buckles Locker. With that being said, to all my pirates, my sea bandits, diehards, stick carriers, swashbucklers, all the social media, Facebook groups, Twitter groups, all the Bucks fans across the world, it's a new day. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all my videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you all new videos that's posted on this channel. All donations are welcome, big or small. Keep supporting the channel as we push towards 3,000 subscribers. I'm thinking about doing some call-ins, some question and answer, some call-ins one video. So stay tuned with that. Some live call-ins so I can hear back from you guys. I'm gonna do some giveaways this year too. I thought I would give that update to you guys as well. I'm gonna do some giveaways, some gift cards, some memorabilia, some items. I'm gonna do some call-in shows. Yeah, I got some ideas this year. I'm starting my OTAs. Stay tuned for the updates on the Bucks videos and on future subscriber interacts. I want y'all to fire those cannons, seize the day, and we're gonna raise them flags for the 2019 season. I'm out.